Alright, welcome back to Let's Play and Coach Dark Souls. As always, I am Brad. With me is Dave.
Hello!
And we are continuing with episode 3, in which we will be acquiring the Drake Sword to make our life a little easier. But before we do that, run through that doorway there, and we will meet everyone's favorite Onion Knight for the first time. So this
Dashing
guy,
away I go.
This guy has one of the most interesting little stories in the game, but you kind of have to know what's going on to understand it. Yes.
This is Chunky Knight.
Yes. And that actually comes up later, that he is a little too overburdened to make it past a certain obstacle. So, but this is Siegfried of Katarina. Oh, excuse me, Sigmire of Katarina. And he cannot get in the door. But, as he does throughout the game, he's just going to wait until something happens and lets him get in the door. But you do have to meet him at each point so that he can continue his storyline and say, "Oh, hello again. I am still trapped." Ha 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 ha.
I don't not believe that helmet has good visibility.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but...
So do I need to keep talking to him?
Nope, you have finished your interaction with Sigmire the Onion Knight. For now.
So run back this way?
He will turn up many, many times. Yes, run back this way. And go down the stairs this time, and we will meet the first smith. We actually skipped one of the smiths because he doesn't sell anything.
It says
good.
lizard ahead.
Oh yeah,
did I miss a lizard back there?
No, he means giant snake thing.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
They're through the door, which we currently have not opened.
Good to know.
So wander down and talk to...
Practice. Yep, okay.
Talk to Andre. He makes an appearance in the third game as well, so he is quite long-lived. Andre or Honore, I don't remember. Andre, there you go.
Andre the Shirtless.
So he is also from Astoria, which is where Oscar was from. Go and see what items he has. Hopefully he has arrows.
Can I learn the gesture?
Yes, definitely learn the gesture.
Hurrah!
So go to purchase item, and if he has any arrows, we will want to get those, which it looks like he does.
Standard arrows?
Yes. Actually go down to wooden arrow, and just buy as many of those as you can. We only need about 35 or so for the moment. But you might as well just spend all your souls.
Spend all the souls? 158
yep.
souls?
All 158 souls. So there we go. That will be sufficient for us to get the Drake Sword, hopefully. Unless we royally screw up.
Okay.
I've done this many times. Now at the bottom here, there's going to be a big honking guy.
You're
just going to want to run past him. He's about to shoot lightning at you, so don't let that hit you in the face. So just run past him and out the door.
Roger that. He is trying to blow my head off with his lightning.
I've never really figured out how you're supposed to kill these guys, because they have these ginormous sweep attacks that just hit everything in an 8-mile radius. And you can block them, but then you can't really attack. So they're kind of a pain in the butt.
Flower is more like a light bulb.
Yes, and that will distract you from items that also look like light bulbs. Now there's going to be a living plant thing that's going to pop out of the ground here.
I see it right there.
You can block most of his attacks, but if he puts up both arms, so block. If he puts up both arms, then you need to dodge, because he will do a grab thing and will bite your face off. And they have huge reaches. There was the grab, but you interrupted it, so well done.
Take that.
Purple moss clumps cure poison, so those are handy to have. Coming up, you will have a very narrow passage on your right that you are going to want to go down. There it is right there, and do not fall off the ledge. There is another one of those...
Oh, this guy fell off the ledge, I bet.
He got grabbed in the face.
He got grabbed in the face. Oh.
Nope, he just got poked to death.
Ugh. Yeah, he got wrecked. Okay, don't fall off the ledge.
Don't fall off the ledge. Coming up, you're going to go around to the right and down. Whoop.
That was close.
Yep.
Oops.
Stab, 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 stab. There was the grab. Okay, I would drink an Estus if I were you. And then coming up, when you go down, you're going to find one of those crystal lizard things again. So try to kill it if you can. Nope, turn around. You're going down that very narrow little passage there. And you may be able to see the crystal lizard from here. I forget where exactly. There it is. That little spot down there, that's the crystal lizard.
That's the crystal lizard?
I think. Maybe it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is.
It's so good to have a guide.
So, just wander on down. And actually, there's a ghost. Don't worry about him. Straight to your right, you saw a little glowy thing. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's a lizard. Get him, get him, get him. I think you missed. Okay, so here's the trick, and we'll have to do this many times later. Just press start. Go over one, or two more to the right. Basically, just quit the game and restart it. And that will make the crystal, that will make the crystal lizard reappear. And there's a point in the game later where we're going to have to do this over and over and over and over again to get the goddamn crystal lizards to reappear.
Damn it.
This is an aspect of the game's programming that I think is really crappy. Like, these stupid crystal lizards just should have the common decency to just die and not disappear on you. It would also help if you two-handed it. You'd do a lot more damage.
Gotcha. So here we go.
Back up a little bit, because he will run away from you, and if he runs off the ledge, then you're hosed. You can't get him then.
Quit the game.
We will also have
Press
to
any
pull.
button. I'm getting good at pressing a button.
Yes, we will also have to pull this trick when we trade things into Snuggly the Crow, because you have to drop the thing and then reload the game, which means you have to either run back to the bonfire or save and quit, as we just did. Ooh, he flipped him on his back. I think that might have done it. Nope, he's still alive. Get him, get him. There you go. Large Titanite shards are extremely good, so we definitely need to get those.
I'm rolling around with my big pockets.
Okay, now
Do I want to go all the way down,
stay
or-
up.
Okay.
This is exactly where we want to go. Now just drop right in front of you there. You can see the stuff we're trying to get right there. Grab again. There we go. There's the longbow. Woo!
Yeah, longbow.
Okay. So at this point, I suggest we just turn around, not proceed forward. There is a bunch more stuff down here and some very good items, but for the moment, let's get the Drake Sword, and then we can
Drop
come
off
back.
here?
Yep, just drop off here, and now head back up to where we just came from.
Away we go.
Actually, change out your gear real quick. I want to briefly discuss encumbrance. So just swap out your armor for the armor that we just picked up, which is much, much lighter, and hopefully is light enough that it will allow us to quick roll instead of slow rolling. And take off your helmet too, just unequip that, because that's taking up an awful lot of weight. Just press X, there we go. Okay, so now try to do a roll. Nope, we're still too heavy. All right, we'll have to invest in some stamina next time we can. I meant to look up how much strength we needed to use the Drake Sword, but I'm pretty sure it's 18, so I think we're okay there. Go back into the menu here and just unequip your gloves, and maybe that'll make us light enough. There we go. Now we're quick rolling. So I hate not quick rolling. So pretty much every build I do, I always try to be light enough that I can quick roll. It's a combination of being light enough and having enough stamina, and also your equipment determines how much burden you can carry. But as of now, we don't have any of those items that increase your burden. So for the moment, we are just wandering back to get the Drake Sword, which will make our lives much, much easier. So head back upstairs to the bonfire.
I come in peace. I come in peace.
Trying not to get killed by this guy. The cool thing, though, is if you do get killed by him, it doesn't even matter because we've got the items now. So if you get killed, the only
It's
thing
203 souls worth of killing.
the only thing you can lose is 203 souls, which is nothing. So
Okay.
you would lose your humanity. You'd become a beef jerky monster again. I'm surprised.
All right, so I'm at the bonfire.
Yep. So rest at the bonfire. I'm surprised we haven't gotten invaded yet. I figured for sure you were going to get invaded on that little run, but maybe you can't be invaded in that area. Go up the stairs. You currently don't have your shield up either, so if you want to put your shield back on. Oh, you unequipped your shield.
So like a quick roll. Heater shield?
Yeah, the heater shield is the best shield you've got right now. Can you quick roll still or not? Oh, nope. Okay. Well, fiddlesticks. You might as well put your heavier armor back on if we can't quick roll. I thought for sure that was going to be sufficient, but apparently not. Alright, when you get to the top of the stairs, you will see tons and tons of summon signs, and we might as well summon one of them. Yeah, watch out for these jerks. The guy to your right is shooting a crossbow at you if you hadn't already noticed. I assume you did. So go whip to your right and kill that guy first. Slasho! Alright, so see that guy's thing there? Go ahead and summon him. Or the golden guy right next to him. That will work too. Ooh, a Titanite Shard. Lucky. Yes, let's summon Lizard Nyx. There's a very powerful, well, not very powerful, there is a powerful enemy inside and to the right. So that's why we're summoning Lizard Nyx. We want his help killing this dude.
Welcome, Golden Lizard Nyx.
So if you want to try to communicate with Lizard Nyx, you can press the select button and use one of your gestures, but he'll know why he's here, so watch out for that guy with the ginormous shield. Okay, and Lizard Nyx killed him in one hit, so there you go. Grab that thing, that's another Firekeeper soul, so that'll increase our Estus flask, another one, so that's very good to have. And let's get Lizard Nyx to help us clear out the top level here while he's here.
Do I want these guys then?
Just ignore those guys for now. Those guys drop the Baldur side sword, which is the weapon we're going to be using for most of the game, but it's hard to get. You have to farm it.
Gotcha. Where do I want to go?
Now,
Oops.
well, let's kill that dude before we... Oh, there, Lizard Nyx got him. Splat. If we're incredibly lucky, he'll drop a Baldur side sword right now. Oh, well.
Where are we headed?
We're actually headed to the back, to where you just came from, up the stairs.
Well, I could have used that information before I came over here.
Yeah, well, Lizard Nyx was coming over here. Oh, your first backstab!
Yeah!
Nice job.
Alright, so back here and then through these white gates or what?
You're not through the white... You can't go through the white gate because you have the summon. So you're now confined to this area. So you may recognize this jerk. He's the guy that you fought for several minutes a while back. But Lizard Nyx took him out. Thanks, Lizard Nyx. And if we're lucky, he'll just clear out all of these guys, too. There's a whole bunch of those shambling hollow guys. Like a dozen of them up here. So they're pretty easy, but in massive groups they can gang up on you. Now, where'd the summoner go? Did he fall down in the...
he crossbowed him.
Where in the crap did he go? Oh, Lizard Nyx killed him?
I think so.
Oh, well, kudos to him, I guess.
He was doing stuff while you were talking.
Okay. He's just taking care of business. Okay, turn round the corner here, go all the way around. There'll be an item inside this barrel over here. On that dead body. There it is. Yay, humanities. Yeah, I am astonished that you haven't gotten invaded. I don't know why. But yeah, head up the stairs, and we will free another NPC. This is Lautric, and we are also going to use the master key for the first time. Oh, never mind. We didn't even need it then. We used the actual key.
Now I talk to him again?
Yep, just talk to him a couple times, and he will eventually say, oh, I'll reward you, but there, you're done.
Okay.
He will meet you at Firelink Shrine. Try not to attack him, though, because then he will kill you.
You got it? Now we're going back down?
Okay, we're going back down. Alright, so since Lizard Nix is with us, and he appears to be massively overpowered, we are going to go and attempt to fight the boss.
Okay.
This is a very, very difficult fight to do on your own, but with a partner like this guy, you'll probably breeze right through it. I talked about kind of how this game has hurdles that you have to get over in order to be into this game, and this is one of the big early hurdles. So we are about to fight the Belfry Gargoyles. You can also summon Solaire if you want. That's the guy we met earlier who gave you the summoning stone.
Traverse white light?
Go ahead and traverse the white light. And you will get a ways across here, and a nice little cutscene will seal your doom, but probably not.
Do I want to watch this cutscene?
Why not? Let's watch the cutscene. So, when I got here, I was not summoning people. I didn't really know how to do it. I hadn't, read the instructions. I hadn't watched any videos. So I tried to do this by myself, and you will, hopefully it'll last long enough that you'll see why this is pretty difficult to do on your own. If you cut his tail off, he'll drop an axe, but it's not a very good axe, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just retreat and let Lizard Nix take this guy out. Try not to fall off the ledge, too. Okay, so there you go. He cut his tail off with one attack, so that's good. And Solaire just jammed lightning up his butt. Okay, so you now killed the first one before the second one even came to life.
Ah, and here's the difficulty.
Yes, so that's why this is difficult. Killing those guys by yourself would have taken about 50 attacks with your wimpy little sword. But because you had Lizard Nix, he just slashed the crap out of them and killed them in, 2 hits.
And now my summons are gone because we...
Yes, because
we literally just
because you killed the boss, your summons have now left.
Notice I said we as though I assisted in some way.
You stabbed him in the butt. You did your part.
Right.
Okay, so go up there. There's nothing on the ground. We just need to go up to the top, and we are going to ring the first bell of awakening.
Yeah,
which is
awaken people.
The thing that, when we first got out of the asylum, the crestfallen warrior, the guy in the chainmail there, he talked about the 2 bells of awakening, one being high up in the tower and the other being down below. So this is the first of those. And this is a critical path. You have to do this to finish the game. When you ring the 2 bells, that opens the doorway to Sen's Fortress. And that's the only way to proceed. So you have to do this. And every time you heard the bell ring, it was somebody else playing the game ringing the bell.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird little things that they put in.
So it'll be more in a completely new game. Like if you're playing Dark Souls 4, you hear bells ringing, you'll probably be like, oh, somebody got to some sort of bell.
Well, they continue that, yeah, in the later games.
Praise
in 3,
the sun.
There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, Praise the Sun is the gesture where you stand up and hold your arms up in a YMCA pose. You'll get that gesture later on.
Oh, I definitely don't have that.
No, you don't have that one. You have to join the Warriors of Sun Covenant. Now, do not do not backstep here, or you will fall to your doom.
And then have to re-kill the boss?
No, the boss is now dead.
The boss is dead!
And you also have a Bonnie bounty of souls. So let's go level up. And there will be an NPC here. You'll want to buy one thing from him.
What do I want to buy from him?
Learn the gesture first.
Yeah! Well, what is it?
That's a fun one. A lot of people use that. And then purchase a indictment for only 200 souls. A bargain. You only need one, so don't buy a bunch of them. Alright, now that, when we do get invaded, will allow us to call out the jerk who invades us, and then other people will invade him to seek retribution for him killing us. So tee-hee, tee-hee. Yes. Okay, that's the only thing you need from this guy. He sells some other stuff, like the Purging Stone, hopefully we won't need. I wouldn't buy any of that other stuff. He sells some spells too, but we're not a caster, so just...
Now, can I get invaded on my way back to the bonfire?
Yes, you can.
And if I get killed, do I lose my 13,000 souls?
They will be sitting in a pool for you to recover.
Oh, well, I'm dead. Okay. I'm good with that.
But yeah, hopefully that won't be an issue. Because the invader has to find you. He doesn't just appear directly in front of you. He appears somewhere in the area that
Look at
you're
all these
in.
blood pools.
Yeah. Like I said, this is a fairly difficult fight for so early in the game. You know, later on you'll be killing gargoyles like that in 2 hits anyway.
Like that guy did.
Yeah, just like that guy
Like our
did.
wonderful golden summon.
Yes, lizard.
Now, why was his summon gold and the other guys are white?
The golden summon is if you are a sunbro, a member of the Warriors of Sunlight, which is a specific covenant that we haven't found yet. We are still a member of the Way of White. Yeah, there's an item over there that you apparently saw.
I totally saw this. I definitely wasn't just randomly checking things.
Good work. I would just drop off the ledge there. Just go.
This one?
No, you can't go out there. But right there, straight in front of you. Go ahead and just drop out of there. You'll take some damage, but not much. And now go straight ahead. Nope. Turn around. Straight ahead to your left. And now one of those, go in the open door and stand on the switch. Cha-chink. And we are now safe from being invaded because we're in kind of a transition area, so obviously they can't get you in the elevator.
Roger
And
that.
when we arrive at the ground, we will be someplace where you may recognize. Maybe.
Oh yeah, this is the
There we
circle with
go.
the one guy you told me not to kill.
Yeah. He's still around. His friends may have shown
That's
up.
where I wanted to go.
Turn to your right. We'll see if Petrus's friends have shown up. Okay, they have not shown up yet, so never mind. But head back to the bonfire and we will level up.
Yeah. Then we need to get the Drake sword.
Then we need to get the Drake sword, but it is quite close.
Rest at the bonfire. Level up.
Okay.
We need some stamina to get
Put
endurance.
put a couple into endurance. It's really handy to have some endurance.
And then go ahead and see if I can quick roll with that.
You'll need to change out your gear again.
Okay. Let's do that real quick. Make sure we have enough in that before we spend everything.
Yeah, quick rolling is extremely helpful. I am a big fan of the quick rolling. Nope, you're still medium rolling. When we get some heavy army, I'll show you what fat rolling looks like. That is extremely slow.
Still.
Yep, you're
So
still slow.
more points.
Let's see, what do you have? Yeah, put one into strength too. Okay, go ahead and accept that. Because I know the Drake sword, I think, you need 18 strength and
so
16 dex for the Drake sword.
Okay.
Alright, don't worry about it so much for the moment. Okay, now we're going back to the Undead Burg, which is up that staircase. And you remember where that second bonfire is, right?
No.
Okay. You'll remember once we get up there. Stabbo! You can just ignore that guy. He won't follow you up the stairs.
Says you.
Yeah, I say that, and then he comes and stabs you in the back. Guy to your left, by the way. Ooh, cunning block. Now, we've never seen it happen, but your sword also causes bleed damage, which means if you hit guys enough times... off he goes. If you hit guys enough times, they will take additional damage if their bleed builds up to the point where it gushes out of their bodies. Yeah, take a right. You don't have to kill that rat. He won't do anything. But you can if you must.
He's dead.
If you must, you bloodthirsty monster.
He won't do anything because I stabbed him.
We might get invaded here too. People do like to invade in this entry, this first area. But
forward or left?
Left.
Yeah, so do people invade on these early areas because would be easier targets?
Yes. What the vast majority of invaders do, in my experience, is they go around, they intentionally do not level up, but they go and they get some of the better weapons and some of the more powerful upgrade materials. Don't go down there. That's just a meaningless detour. We've already collected everything that's down there.
Oops. I'll just eat that bomb to the face. Thank you very much, Mr. 55.
So they get these really good weapons, and they have them, fully upgraded to like plus 12 or something, and they kill you in one hit because they're trying to collect humanities to earn, whatever it is. I don't know what the rewards are for being an invader because I've never done it. Up the stairs. Bonfire I was referring to is just up there on your left. I'm sure you recognize this area at this point, right?
Yep. Blocked. Oh, I'm noticing that I'm killing guys a lot faster.
Yeah, and that's primarily just because now we're back at the starting area again. You're not really doing any more damage.
Right. Because
we haven't put any significant time and effort into upgrading your stuff. We could.
Right about there.
Good work.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, he dropped a something. Yay, a short sword. Alright, so rest at the bonfire, and then you're going to climb up the ladder that you just traveled right past. Oh, actually, try to equip the longbow. I think we have enough, but I may have screwed us if you can't equip it.
Goes here?
Yeah, just goes, well, not in your sword slot. Put it next to your sword. So put your sword back on.
So complicated.
I know. Yep, there you go. Now.
Longbow?
Yeah, so press, there you go. Try that. Now switch over to the bow.
Okay.
And it didn't give us the you can't use this warning, so clearly we can use it. But we need to equip some arrows too. So go back in and equip your arrows while we're at it. So your arrow slot, there we go. So put in the wood arrows and put in the other arrows too. Alright, up the ladder.
With the bow up?
You'll need your sword out to kill this one guy, but then we're clear.
Roger that. Roger.
And this part is not difficult, but it is kind of time consuming, so apologies to through the portal.
The portal. The door?
That thing, yep. The archway, excuse me. So find the one guy and stab him, and then we're good to go. Okay. So now get back toward the middle again.
Okay.
Okay, now turn around, keep turning. Okay, do you see that tail there?
Yep.
That is our target.
Okay.
So switch over to the bow, dual hand it, press Y to two hand. Now hold in the block button. Okay, and now to fire your arrow, you press the right bumper. Now what you want to do, okay, well that works, so that's one hit. But wait till he comes back. Now don't move. Once we get our aim down, you will not want to move it again. Okay, so wait till his tail hits the stopping point on the left, and just line up your shot with his tail on the left. Down a little bit.
Right there.
Okay, I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so now what you're going to do is when his tail swings to the right, you're going to fire, because right about then is when it will hit. Okay, so now he flies away. He does this every time, and now you're going to see him stomp around, and then you're going to see his wing fly down. There's his wing. Now fire. Ah, we were slightly too slow. So once you get the timing down, you'll see him. He'll go stomp, stomp, stomp. His wing will come down. You'll wait like one beat, and then you'll fire. And as you fire, your shot will hit exactly as his tail comes back into range. That was too soon. So you see the wing. You wait one beat.
Oops.
See, this is why we bought all those extra arrows, by the way. So pause, pause, pause. Wing. Too soon. Wing, one beat, fire. There you go. And you can do this legit. If you wanted to, you could go up and you could actually wing, fire. Perfect. So now you have the timing. So if you wanted to, you could go up there and you could try to fight. This thing is called the Hellkite Drake. It's that way too soon. This is that guy that was torching those zombies up on the
staircase.
Yep. So all we're trying to do is do enough damage to his tail that it breaks off. Because with every dragon in the game, wing, fire. Perfect. With every dragon in the game, if you manage to cut their tail off, it becomes a weapon for you.
Gotcha.
So this guy, fire. I assume that they put this in on purpose, that this isn't like an accident that somebody just found, because
Oops.
This...
Way too late.
Yep, too late. Because this weapon that we're going to get, as I think I said before, is really, really good for the early game and absolutely worthless in the late game. Wing, fire. A little too soon. So I assume they put this in specifically for people like you and like myself, because I pretty much get this thing every time, who, don't want to spend tons and tons of time getting super good at the game, before you are able to do anything skillful. You need this crutch, basically. The video that I watched that showed me how to do this, the guy called this sword the Fun Killer, but I disagree completely. I think this thing is the Fun Enabler. This is the only thing that made this game tolerable to me, because it's so ridiculously overpowered for the early game that you can actually get something done, as opposed to, struggling and struggling and struggling to make an inch of progress.
Gotcha.
And some people would say that that's, contrary to the spirit of the game, that you should, try to get good at it, to get good, as the internet is fond of saying. But I personally prefer to have a nice little crutch. And if you want this to go a little bit faster, next time you shoot... Oh, there you go. Never mind, we're done. Okay, so hit Y, I think, to come out of... There you go. Now you want to put your shield back on. Can we use the Drake Sword?
Oops.
Apparently we can. Alright, the only thing that you don't want to do with this is use the two-handed strong attack, because that fires this projectile thing that drains the durability of the weapon, which means you have to repair it constantly, which is a pain.
Okay, so don't do two-handed strong attack.
Yeah, you can do the one-handed strong attack all you like.
Okay.
The only disadvantage to this thing is that it doesn't have a poke attack the way your Uchi Katana had a poke attack. It only has slash attacks. You can definitely do that. But just for fun, wander over to your right and kill that zombie. And just look at how much massive frickin' damage this sword does compared to your last one. Your last one was doing about 70 damage to these guys.
Okay.
So you may have to give him the old kick.
Well, I don't want to kick him off the edge.
Yeah, so that, like I said, that's the pain. There you go. 201.
Roger that. Now back to the bonfire.
Nope, you were wanting to go exactly where you were. Yep.
Here we go.
Swing over
It's
that
not
way.
getting poisoned.
There's going to be some some rats and or mice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now that we're brimming with confidence in our sweet new sword, let's go see if we can take out that knight that I had you skip before.
Okay.
So turn immediately to your left. Immediate left. Nope, go back. Right there. At the top of this tower, you will find the Black Knight, who wields a fricking ginormous sword.
Sounds like you got some sword envy.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can block his attack, just like that. But the thing to do at this point will be, oops, we got a guy following us up the stairs, so that's not so good.
It's all right. We'll take care of him like this.
Yeah, but the Black Knight will follow you down the steps too, so don't think that he's just going to stay up there. So yeah, at this point you'll probably have to go all the way down the stairs to fight him, because as I think I mentioned before, the NPCs are not bound by the laws of physics. Their swings can just go straight through everything, whereas yours will often get blocked by, ooh, that hurts. But you seem to be swinging okay, so maybe you're there you go. Smack. Your stair strategy was working pretty well.
Ooh.
Alright,
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't think he'll drop down on you, so you will have to go back up the ladder though. You're not going to want to try to shoot him. You can't aim all the way up, so that technique will not work for you.
So I have to go up the stairs here?
Yep. And he may be standing at the top of the stairs waiting for you, or he
I just
may
heard a big
have-
growl. Was that a big growl?
That was probably Hellkite roasting things. So
Why?
I'm betting he went back up the stairs. So turn left. Yeah, that's Hellkite growling.
So the thing to do here, you were saying before I got my ass
Yes,
kicked?
the thing... Oh, where did he go? Oh, okay. Apparently he just fell to his death like a dumbass. So there you go. There's a Titanite chunk. That's a very high-level upgrade material.
That was my superior.
So that's very nice.
Let's see if he fell down here.
I think he's dead. The only way you'd get a Titanite chunk right here
I know,
is
I
if
was
he was dead.
looking for his body.
I mean, he couldn't have fallen down here because this is where you came from.
Did he get roasted?
I have no clue how he could possibly have gotten killed.
Angry dragon came and ate his face?
No, I don't think so. Because if you turn left, you can't go anywhere. The portcullis is shut.
Did he burn to death?
He could have burned to death. That's true.
Did you just bash his head against the portcullis until he was dead?
I didn't.
So where do I want to go? Back up here?
Yeah, back up here. We're going to show the jerk who made your life difficult earlier. We're gonna give him what for.
Okay. Not locking on sometimes can be a problem.
Yeah, locking on is kind of finicky sometimes.
Woo!
Oink.
Oh yeah, that sword does lots of nice extra damage.
Yes.
I don't want to go up there and kill the.
You
kill the
can, or
archers.
you can just skip those guys.
I'm gonna go clear out that real quick. Hi, ghost. Come on, jackass.
These are the guys that don't lower their shields. Slash. Slash. Actually, once you kill this guy, bring up your menu real quick. I'm going to tutorialize the difference between the Drake sword and the sword you were using, and why one is good and the other is good in a different way.
Okay.
So, yeah, so open up the inventory. Go ahead and press, I forget which button it is. Enter, the green button. Okay, so press X. Alright, so you see, oh, that thing only requires 16 strength. We were way over strength. So you can see there, your attack physical is 200. But then down at the bottom, you see param bonus. All those are blank. Do you see what I'm talking about? So that means that the sword does 200 damage, but it has it has no bonus damage or scaling, as it's called in this game and probably many others. And then just to the right of your scaling, you have your required parameters, which were 16 and 10, as opposed to 18 and 16, like I thought. Yeah, so there's your Uchigatana. You can see that its base damage is half what the Drake sword is, but it scales with dexterity at a B, which means that if you start increasing your dexterity by a significant amount, it'll start doing tons and tons of bonus damage. Whereas the Drake sword will never do any bonus damage ever. But it's really good for right now because it has a high base damage. It just has no potential. And you can upgrade it. You'll want to get out of the menu there before we... There you go. That used to get me all the time when I was first playing this game, because you can't...
I can't go through there, so I have to go down, right?
Well, we're going to go open that. We're on our way to do that now.
Awesome.
So yes, go down and... He is running away. He is scared of you and your Drake sword.
Yeah, he's going to come back with friends here in just a second.
Yes, he will. Guy to your left, I think, comes out swinging.
Guy to my left and my right.
There he is.
Oops.
Oh, he stole your move on you. He started his jump before you did. Slash, a slash, a slash.
That was a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a physics screw up there. You tried to stomp on his head, but it wouldn't let you.
I stomped on his barrel instead.
Actually, you did stomp on his head. You did 2 damage stomping on his head. Slash. Shake hands with the slash go. Yeah, so the Uchigatana is a perfectly viable weapon for later in the game. Just right now.
When I have 1,000 decks.
When you have... There's a cap. There's a...
1,000.
No, it's not anywhere close to 1,000.
I want to go left, right? Because right is just that one guy that
we don't want to kill that guy again. He's a pain in the ass.
It's probably less of a pain in the ass now.
Go left again. Kill that guy. You can give him a kick. There you go.
I have to remember how to kick. I don't do it often.
Okay.
I want my...
At the end of this hallway, there are guys to your right and your left. If you turn immediately right and kill that guy quickly, then you're golden. But if you hesitate and the guy comes up and stabs you in the back, don't say I didn't warn you. There you go. Now this is not the guy who does the parrying thing. That's a different guy. He is also a Balder Knight. He is just a different type of Balder Knight.
Way
If
easier.
we're very lucky, he'll drop a Balder side sword. But he didn't. Ooh, holy crap, there's that dude. Speaking of the guy who parries, there he is. And you killed him in one hit.
I remember exactly how long he did. Oh, he dropped a Titanite shard. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Titanite shard dropper.
Yes, Titanite shards are extremely good. Yeah, so turn left. And turn left again when you get inside. There will be a guy at the foot of the stairs and a lever to open that portcullis. And an item, which I don't remember what it is. Give him the backstab. Oh, your second successful backstab.
Twice in this game I haven't been able to. Okay. Got a basement key.
Yank that, so that'll open up a shortcut that we will probably never use, because at this point we're not going to be going back that way. There's an item to your left. I believe that is the halberd.
And barrels.
And some barrels. There you go. There's a halberd. Go in that door. There will be 2 of those Balder Knights, but they're not very threatening anymore. The other one doesn't see you yet. There is a third one. There's a third one to your left. No, he will see you. There's another one to your immediate left, and there he is.
Well, it'd be really nice if I could target the one near me.
I don't think you could target him because he was behind the wall. I think that's why it wouldn't let you target him.
Uh-huh.
Quick, kill him. Work.
That's not gonna happen, buddy. Balder gauntlets.
Balder gauntlets.
Are those worth using?
I think they're heavier than what you have. Right now we're trying to get you light.
Right, because the leather's 2.8 and these are 3.5?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If you want to try to go and get the Havel's ring, that will solve our problem. Because that dramatically increases the amount of armor you can wear.
I'm going to go ahead and put them on until we're ready to try again anyway. Cause...
Yeah, at this point, the only thing that can happen is you'll get really heavy and then you'll be fat rolling. Mighty Slash.
Right, but they only weighed as much as my gloves before this, so I'm not worried about fat rolling.
That's not a big deal. Yeah, you have to be wearing fairly heavy armor to fat roll. Or wielding a ginormous two-handed axe. Take a right, actually.
Going this way.
Just
be wary of the right.
Go ahead and run.
Oh,
go ahead and
be wary of the left.
Well, yeah, both. Now, I said before these guys wouldn't follow you, and it turns out that they do, so they will probably follow you again. Nothing else in here, so just go hit the bonfire again.
Yeah, more Estus flasks. Glad you had me kindle this bonfire.
Well, yeah, this is the Sen's Fortress bonfire, so you are going to be here a lot.
May as well level up while you're here, huh?
Level up. I'd put another endurance in. Yeah. It's hard to go wrong with endurance and stamina, or vitality, I mean. Okay, let's see. Where do we need to go at this point? Let's go get Havel's ring. I think you'll probably be able to do that without too much difficulty, so go down.
All right, towards Havel's Ring we go.
And
I'm glad you know where all this stuff is, man.
Like
Apologies to any listeners that don't
said,
have friends.
I played the absolute crap out of this game. Talk to the smith and let's buy the bottomless box. Oh, actually, repair your equipment while we're here. Just to. It's so there's how many souls it costs on the right. Just repair everything. It doesn't matter.
Is there a button for repair everything?
No, unfortunately not.
Just the equip stuff, though, right?
Right. And then purchase item. And wander over one to the keys. There you go. So grab. Let's see. What do we want to grab? Yeah, we want to actually want all of those. Oh, he doesn't sell the bottomless box. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah. I thought he did.
We want these, though, right?
Grab the repair box. We can't afford all three of them at the moment.
What's the repair box do for us?
It lets you repair your items without traveling back to the smith.
Roger that. Oh, here's a lightning guy.
Yeah, watch out for lightning guy. And at this point, you could probably kill lightning guy if you're in the mood to try to kill him, but there's not much reward to doing that. So I personally wouldn't bother.
Now that we're at the bottom of the stairs, where should we go?
There's only one way to go, which is
to
your
we can't
left.
go to the right. Okay.
Yeah, the right is just a blocked-in wall.
Since we were at the bonfire, these
guys will be alive again. Yep. Okay. There he is.
See you, jackass.
And this time, instead of going to the right, just go ahead and go straight. There will be more of those bush head guys.
Okay.
Slasho! Slasho! Yeah, grab the stuff they drop. You definitely want those. They'll come in handy later. Especially if they give you the blooming purple moss clump.
What's the blooming one do?
It cures toxic, I think.
Gotcha.
There's two types of poison. There's regular poison and there's toxic. Toxic is like super poison, and it totally sucks ass. Because it does way more damage and it lasts a lot longer. Oh, maybe they weren't grabbing. I thought those were grabs. Apparently it's been a while since I played this. It's been like a month. That cures bleed. You'll never use that. And there's an item behind that rock there. You may have seen it. Nope, turn around. There it is. And actually look up to your left. Down a little bit. Oh, there's the moonlight butterfly. I didn't even know you could see that. Left and... Yep, left. There it is. That's a very nice ring. We're going to try to get that. We may get killed trying to do so.
I am accepting of deaths at this point. I think we've been doing pretty well, especially with that guy that helped us kill the boss in 2.0 seconds.
Yeah, in 2 swings. You see that writing on the wall? That's to indicate that there's a hidden door there. So go ahead and slash at that wall and it will open. And there's a snazzy bonfire for you to light.
But I really don't care to rest here, do I?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's going to bring back guys, and I don't
you don't need to. Well, actually, no. Turn around and go rest there, because if we get killed, we want to resurrect at that bonfire, not the one that we were at before.
Okay.
So that would be the reason. So the door to your...
I'm a handsome dude when I'm not home.
Yeah, when you're not a beef jerky monster, you're looking pretty suave. That door we can't go in yet. Andre sells the key to that, but it's 20,000 souls.
Right,
so it's pretty spendy. There's another door just to the right of that door. Well, not door, but passageway just to the right. Go ahead and go down there.
Alrighty. Waiting for something to jump out and bite my head off.
To your right, there are going to be 3 of those bush head guys, but they don't come out until you grab that
I like how
item.
some of these people...
So when you grab that, you can see where they are. Those are 3 bush head guys. As soon as you grab that, they're going to pop up and try to kill you.
Oops. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you... Yeah, you must not have had your shield up, because if you'd run out of stamina, he would have just thrown his shield back and gone, whoa! Drake Sword is pretty short. That is definitely one of its disadvantages.
Eat this.
There's a blooming purple moss clump. Yay! Alright, this is not a boss fight, so you can freely go through that door. And turn immediately to your right. Try not to walk too far in here, because there are these big, ginormous, smashy guys that will try to be friends with you, and we don't want to be their friend. So just go, yep, straight ahead. Now attack that thing, and it will disappear. Several times, yeah. You actually have to kill it. It's not just one of those polite doors that goes away. There you go. Now watch out for the giant frog thing that's at the bottom of the stairs. It's not difficult to kill, but it will try to jump on you and lick your face.
Yeah.
Which you
Froggy frog.
You do not want.
Froggy frog.
It is not friendly when it tries to lick your face. There it is.
It's weird. I had to pillage its body and then it fell through the floor.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes.
I want what it had.
Yeah, he doesn't drop anything good. There'll be another one of those tree things that you have to kill at the bottom here.
It's not good. Somebody died trying to kill this tree.
They probably died from the frogs. I don't think the tree does anything.
They didn't either until the tree killed them.
Alright, now pause at the entrance here because I'm trying to remember where we need to go. And
Okay.
we may actually be in the wrong place, but I think this is right. Okay, turn to your right. Alright, right there where those crumbled bricks are, I think that's a passageway that leads up through a little winding thingamajig. And you're going to run past a giant who's going to slowly get up. You just want to run around him. Yep, this is it. Run straight ahead. Run past the giant. Don't worry about him for now. And when you get to the top, there's going to be a big, just chasm. Try not to fall into it and grab the item that's going to be right there. Yep, run around him. And there's the item. Grab it. Now try to run away and jump off that ledge, clearing the chasm. You have to get a running start. Nice work. Man, I expected you to fall to your death there.
I expected me to fall to my death too.
Okay, kill. I don't know if you recognize where you are, but probably not, because this part isn't exactly super distinct from the other grassy parts.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah, the zombie dogs will do that shit all the time, where your sword just passes right through them because they're in mid-jump when you swing. But you can do the same thing, you know, swings will go right through you if you're dodging, so you can't complain about it. Wow, that does a lot of damage, holy crap. Okay, turn around, yep, go straight ahead and go to the left, and we're going to go back down that little windy passage. Oh, actually, hit start and go to your equipment. And put on that ring that you just found. Okay, so that boosts your poise. poise is what lets you recover faster. So when you get hit, if you have no poise, you kind of always do this little thing where your guy flops around like a fish. But if you have poise, that will either be reduced or eliminated completely depending on how much poise you have. So with that one ring, you have essentially gained as much poise as like a full suit of medium armor. Oop, he just did the grab attack on you. And you're dead.
Is there anything I'm supposed to do while I'm getting grabbed and killed?
If you mash both of the bumpers, it will reduce the amount of time that you get grabbed.
So I have to hit them repeatedly?
Yeah, just mash.
Oh, I'm ugly again.
Yep, you're ugly again. Means you can't be invaded, though. I am astonished that you didn't get invaded. Because usually, maybe it's just because now this game's been out for like 2 months and people have quit playing it. Well, not quit playing it, but have reduced their playtime. Oh, you want to go right. Sorry. Your souls will be on the ground here momentarily, assuming we get that far. Because when this first launched, you would get invaded literally within seconds of becoming human again. Depending on where you were. Some places you're either immune to invasion or you just, people don't invade there for whatever reason. But you were running around in an area that I know you can be invaded in for several minutes and you didn't get invaded, which blows my mind.
It didn't matter because I died to something.
Yeah, you died and now you're immune. So there's your souls on the ground, by the way. Off the edge. Tee. Except now you can't get whatever purple moss clump you might have had.
I accept it.
Alright, this time try to kill that guy. Okay, now turn around and go through that little narrow passageway there. Turn around again. No. Don't fall off there. There you go.
Don't fall to my death?
Yes, do not fall to your death.
Just double checking.
And just follow this down. The crystal lizard is still dead. You can only kill them once. And there's another bonfire at the base of these steps, but there's a black knight in front of it. So hopefully we can just sneak around him and get to the bonfire.
Can't kill the Black Knight?
You can. It won't be too difficult.
Should I kill him?
Go ahead and give it a try, but what I would do is run around him, light the bonfire, and then try to kill him.
I want to go all the way down instead of over here?
You're fine right there. Just drop down there and drop down again. Drop down and then turn around, because he's basically underneath where we are now. Yep, that's fine. Drop off right there. And go to your left.
This way?
Turn around. There you go. That way.
This way?
Down, though. Yep, down there. That writing there is probably warning you about him. Yep, there you go.
This guy did not use any imagination in his writing.
So I think he will come running at you once you round that corner. Yeah, there he is.
Do I want to try to drop down behind him or just...
what I do is
assault?
Just drop down and drop off that ledge too. You can see that other ledge down below you.
Go light the bonfire?
But straight ahead is where the bonfire is.
So drop down and
drop down and run straight ahead and run in the door to your left. Run around him. And then, just right to your right. There you go. And he won't come in here. So you're good. Alright. So the bonfire.
Hang on.
Give him Give him the, well, that's it taunt. So there you go. So now if you get killed by him, you'll reappear right outside and be able to just challenge him again immediately. As opposed to, you have to use it first, though. Here, let's swap some of those out. Go and...
Go back into the menu?
Yep, and the point up and point down. Yeah, switch up, point up. Give him the, give him the shrug. I love that. And then the point down is pretty useless. Unless you're wanting to taunt somebody that you just killed, then you can do the point down like a dickhead.
Hoorah! Ooh, it's a triple pump.
Yeah, you're in.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I do like that one.
Brad is not with me.
That one, go rest at the bonfire. Because until you rest at the bonfire, you don't reappear there. There you go. Now you're good to go.
And I don't have enough to level up.
I don't think so. I think you need about 3,000. If you kill the Black Knight, he will be good for some.
Okay.
And you can just knock this guy off the ledge, too. If you do, he will give you all of his goods and souls with no hassle. You can see he does have a shitload of life, though. And very thick armor, too. I cannot believe that didn't hit you. Good work. Alright, he did not drop his Black Knight Glaive, which is too bad. Grab that shield right there. You'll actually use that at several points in the game.
Yeah, give me your shield. How do you know this is a shield?
Because I played the crap out of this game.
Okay, there's not something on it that's like
no,
you're going to be seeing that's,
there's
that's
absolutely
a shield.
nothing that indicates what it is.
Now, if I rest, will the Black Knight come back?
No, Black Knights are one-time spawns, except in a few places. They will come back very, very, very late in the game. They'll start.
So I may as well rest and grab that health right back.
Yep, may as well. Actually, you can level up one too. Don't go down there. There's nothing that you want down there.
That sounds like somebody that's hiding something I want down there.
Yeah, it's possible. It could be purposely screwing you over. So I would go Vitality at this point. Just get your life up. So the kind of like soft cap, generally speaking, is 27. That's kind of where your stats start to drop off. Until you get to 27, you'll be gaining about 40 health for each point you put into Vitality. And then it very quickly starts to drop. It drops to like 30, 35, and then 30, and then 20, and then, 12.
Gotcha.
And
I'm going to be going back up like this, right?
Yeah, go up, and what we're going to do when you get there to your left, you're going to see a ginormous Hydra, and in front of him, go the other way. There you go. So there's going to be some giant golems here. We're going to want to just run past them.
Don't kill them.
Don't bother. They'll actually get killed by the Hydra quite frequently. But if you look straight down that way, you can see kind of the giant snake-headed Hydra thing.
Yep.
And directly in front of it in the water, there's a suit of armor that you're going to want to grab.
Okay.
So just try to avoid these golems. And yeah, there's the Hydra shooting at you, so you're going to want to try to avoid those too. But those will hit the golems and kill them usually.
Oh, God.
Okay, now you're dead. But you can see right there on the left side of the screen, that's the armor that we want to
see the armor that we're going for.
That's it's either the Knight set or the Elite Knight set. I forget which.
Okay.
But I want to grab that to demonstrate fat rolling because it's amusing.
Let's go chubby roll.
Yes.
Let's onion knight roll.
But so your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to get up to the Hydra and grab that stuff. And then if you get killed, it doesn't matter. Try to grab your souls on the way back, all 600 of them that we just lost. We're actually down below where we used to be. You'll see there's a ladder and a waterfall to the left that leads back up to where we just were, kind of on the other side.
Sneaking doesn't work. On the way back, grab my souls.
Either way, I'd grab them now, but too late. You are about to be out of stamina. Oh, and once you get deep enough in the water, you won't be able to run anymore, so that's also a problem. We'll get an item later that will allow us to run through the water, but we don't have it yet. Whoa! Grab it! Grab it! those guys got killed. Those guys usually get killed by the Hydra. I'm surprised. Okay, you're going to want to turn left once we get up to the top.
Somebody got killed by the Hydra.
There you go. You got 400 souls. So turn left. There's going to be a little... there's another guy dead. There's a little door and a tower. And immediately inside the door to your right is a very heavily armored jerk. And he has a huge weapon that he's going to try to squash your skull with. Yep, straight ahead. That's it.
I was just waiting to see if I was being followed at all. I want a amazing ring ahead.
Yes, Havel. This is either Havel or one of the followers of Havel. That part is still open to interpretation.
I can see him. Okay.
Yeah, he just almost killed you with one shot. But he's going to do that. He will generally kill you with one shot. So actually you got lucky there. So what we're trying to do is we are trying to wait for him to attack, get behind him, and backstab. I think you can block. I'm surprised that wasn't a backstab. You were perfectly positioned. Get a little closer. Man, why is it not working? Huh. That one you were a little off center. Oop, yep, there you go.
He smashed my face!
Yeah, once he starts two-handing, you cannot block him anymore.
So roll.
So you have to either
dodge.
You can either roll, or I think you can just walk out of the way, usually. But it can't hurt to roll. That is one of several changes that they made in Dark Souls 2. Nice work. That should do it. Give him the shrug. It's too late for him to come here.
Come here. Bring it on. Ho, ho, yeah. We're just going all out. And then I don't know how many tries that was.
Alright, so grab that Havel's ring and put that on, because that'll be extremely useful. And this I can pretty much guarantee will let you quick roll with the armor you're currently wearing. Oh, it still doesn't. Holy crap.
Well, I'm wearing some of the knight's armor.
Still, I figured you could wear most of the knight's set and still be fine. If you go over 1 to your character in the upper right, you're currently on equipment. If you go over 1 to character, there you go. You see your equip load there is 25.4 out of 85.5.
Right.
You need to be under 25% to quick roll.
Okay.
0 to 25% is quick rolling. 25 to 50% is slow rolling. 50 to 100% is fat rolling. And if you get up over 100%, then you can't roll and you can't run. All you can do is walk, and that's it. You cannot walk. You can trudge slowly toward your opponent and attempt to smash their face in. I think you should be fine now.
Nope.
Oh, you barely lowered your load at all. Weird.
Close.
You can actually unequip your bow, and that'll save you quite a lot.
Here goes an Estus Flask.
Because you only need the bow at certain times, so you can usually go around with it unequipped and not.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it saves you a lot. You're still not quick rolling. What's going on? The heater shield is one of the lighter shields, so you're not going to find a better shield to use.
I need to lose like one
stone.
1 stone.
Yay, quick rolling! Yay for quick rolling!
Now I want to go up here?
No, I think this is a good place for us to stop for this episode, now that we've bored everyone to absolute death.
There's no fire up here or anything?
There is, but it takes a while to get to it.
Okay. So just quit?
Yeah, just go back to the old, or you can quit right here if you want, or you just go back to the fire that you've just been coming from. You should know your way back to it pretty easy. Oh, we're going to watch this guy get squished. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, he didn't get squished, he just got killed. Boo! Alright, yay! We've successfully killed Havel and gotten the Havel's ring.
Hurrah! Huzzah! Thank you for sticking with me through the deaths there. Hopefully we cut those out, otherwise you just watched 20 minutes of Dave dying. I'm going to say 20 minutes, it was probably more like, half an hour.
It was probably
45
closer, to half an hour.
Hour?
I'd be
1 hour
real
of Dave's
surprised.
deaths.
Be real surprised if it was 45 minutes. We will find out when we watch this video back how long it took. Yep, there you go. Yeah.
These other people that walked off the edge? Oh no, those are Black
Or
Knight
they
kills.
got killed by the Black Knight, yeah. That Black Knight sometimes drops the Black Knight Halberd, which is a weapon that you'll see a lot of people using in speed runs, because it does just tons and tons of damage. Alright, so that is it for this episode. Next episode we will go and try to get through the depths, and if we're very lucky, we will see the Gaping Dragon. The boss.
The depths just sound like such a lovely place.
Yes.
I can't wait to go to the depths.
There's a lot of good stuff down there. So, all right. Toodaloo, everyone.